Web of Property Web, and today we are here speaking with the lovely Angela Hardie. Angela is a local business owner and has Ruby and Radiant in Bathgate. So Angela and I have been friends for many, many years, but for those of you who don't know Angela, she's going to tell us a bit about herself. Over to you, Angela.
Hi everyone. Thanks so much for having me today, Sam. This is new. I'm Angela. I am 40 years of age and I'm a local business owner from Bathgate. I have two lovely kids and a husband. I stay local in Bathgate, and as I say, I have a little beauty salon on North Bridge Street. I always kind of wanted to do beauty therapy, but when I left school, I decided to go down the business route first, and I didn't actually get into beauty therapy until I was about 30. But I've been doing it for the last 10 years and I absolutely love it. I didn't always have a beauty salon, but I'm absolutely loving having one now. So yeah, that keeps me busy alongside the kids. They're both at school.
And Ruby and Radiant, when did you launch Ruby and Radiant? Was it 2019? Am I right in thinking that?
Yes,
yeah.
April 2019. And actually, I launched it first of all in a hairdresser's, so it wasn't my own salon. I worked in Glamorous, which is also in North Bridge Street. It's actually only 2 doors down. So I did. I had some space up the back of the salon where I did limited treatments at that time. So makeup, brows, etc., as I didn't have a room. And although it's always been a dream of mine to have a salon, I didn't quite think it would happen as quickly as what it did.
Yeah.
I think I was at Glamorous for about 6 months.
Well, and your makeup's really took off, didn't it? Was that kind of the thing that pushed you on to do it? Because I remember your makeup's being really, really popular.
Yes, and I think because I was spending most of my time doing makeups, and for the newer treatments that I was going, I did an extra couple of courses, and at that point I realised that I really did need a room to carry these treatments out. It couldn't be something that was just done, in a retractable chair.
Yeah.
So as much as at that time I still wasn't really right, I need a salon, it was in the back of my head. And I think, I'm a great believer in the universe, and, you put vibes out and things happen. And I think I was only in Glamorous 6 months and an opportunity came up. The girl who was 2 doors up at the time, Lisa, she popped up a post on Facebook. She was in Perfectly Polished, it used to be, and she posted a post up on Facebook, and it was like it jumped right out at me. And obviously I said to Jamie, do you think I should message her? And he said absolutely, and I was in the shop within 2 weeks. It was bizarre how quickly it actually all transpired, but best decision ever. Ever.
Being a business owner on the high street, I mean, what's that been like? And what's kind of your favourite thing about being on the high street then and being your business there?
I think for the salon, it's in a great location. We're on the main street. We have a bus stop right outside the salon as well. We're close to all the local amenities, close to the precinct. I love being on the high street because you are in people's visibility. You're not sort of hidden away. The amount of people that walk past and they look to say what's in here, and also people just walking in at the time when they could off the street to ask if they could get a price list, or if they could book a treatment. I love the hustle and bustle of being in the high street. There's something about that, especially like at the weekends when it's coming up to everybody's going out. They're all coming in for their makeups and their treatments, and especially like I always loved a Friday in the salon, because it's the weekend. Even though it's not really my weekend, I would work a 6-day week. Well, not a 6-day week, but I would work a Saturday.
But you pick up that buzz then from anybody else who's got nights out planned.
Yeah.
Feeding off you. And so obviously with everything that's gone on with lockdown last year, how have you managed to kind of cope or work really as a business owner? Because obviously you were stopping and starting last year, and you know, West Lothian, you know, where we are, we've been in lockdown since what, November now. So I mean, how have you managed with that?
To be honest, when all this first sort of came about, you know, you kind of think, oh, what's going to happen? You heard, you know, rumours, oh, it's coming for China. You always kind of have that feeling in the back of your mind, oh, we'll be fine, it'll not happen to us. Mm-hmm. And then I always remember it was March and we had just come back from New York, actually, and still grateful that we managed to get to New York in the first place. Uh-huh. But things were still operating, although it was starting to really kick off by that time. And then a few weeks later, you know, it was, this is serious. Mm-hmm. And you think to yourself, you know, it's not as much as, oh my God, I need to shut. At that point, when you realise that, you know, as serious as what it was, like, I need to close. Mm-hmm. I need to close. Yeah. I need to keep everybody safe. And, you know, you don't think twice. You just do it. Yeah. You know, thinking about, as much as we're in, you know, a really clean environment, it's sterile and cleaned and sanitized. You still, you know, at that point, we didn't know what this was. We didn't know how it transmitted or whatever. So I was, you know, I was eager to close and just to see. I think the fear that was instilled in everybody mm-hmm. at that point as well. But, you know, you think at the start of the first lockdown, you think, oh, it's only going to be a few weeks. And then before you know it, we're almost a year ahead. And it's crazy. This last year has been the craziest year ever, and I think everybody will agree that's listening. The lockdowns, you know, had I not been a premises, you know, at least a premises, mm-hmm. There were grants available. But because of when I started my business, I wasn't entitled to any of the cease grants. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So as much as I got the grant for my premises, that was really to cover my rent. Mm-hmm. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't income. So at that point, you know, I had another sideline business, which was Tropic, and that's kind of kept me afloat over the last year. So exactly, coming on to that, so obviously, you know, we call you a Tropic ambassador, is that the right term for you? Yes. Again, that's been something that's been really successful for you, and obviously, I mean, I'm on your Facebook groups, and, you know, I know lots of other people who are part of your team and other, you know, ladies who are part of the team as well, and obviously that amazing trip that you can't yet go on. I know. But yeah, I mean, really, I suppose, can you say that Tropic has kind of really, I don't know, saved your business in the last year, I suppose? Yeah, I think it saved not only my business, it's helped us financially, but it's also helped my sanity as well. Yeah. Having nothing to do through this lockdown is, you know, through all the lockdowns is really, it can really affect your mental health. And having something to concentrate on and get stuck into, it's really, really benefited me. I used the products anyway in the salon. I became a customer first. I've used them for a few years now, and when I was launching the salon, it was a no-brainer for me to actually introduce those products in the salon and use them on the ties in nicely. And what's your favourite? I've actually got the sun drops on today. So, yes, I've got the sun drops. So people don't know that's my favourite one, is the sun drops in your moisturiser and give you a little bit of colour, because obviously none of us. It is. It's really good, isn't it? Yes, that is one of my favourite products. But what's one of your favourite products? Oh God. Well, there's that many. Yeah, there is. I think I would have to say the cleanser. And the reason I say that, I've got lots of different favourite products for different reasons, but I could be here all day talking about them, and that's one of the reasons I am an ambassador as well, because they are so good. And the cleanser was the first one that I tried, and that's what got me hooked. The smell of the cleanser, if anybody's ever been to the spa and has smelt that lovely lemongrass, you know, luxury oil smell that you get when you go for a facial. That's what the cleanser smells like, and it comes with a lovely little really soft bamboo cloth, so you use it, and that's what got me hooked. It has eucalyptus and lemon myrtle in it, so you can imagine the smells. It's absolutely gorgeous. And after I used the cleanser and realised how good it was on my skin, I spoke to my ambassador at that point, who's now a good friend, and is my leader or manager or whatever you call it in business. So yeah, it just went from there, and each product that I tried I loved even more. So yeah, it was absolutely a no-brainer for me to introduce it into the salon as well.
And why don't you make everybody jealous and tell them where you will be going next?
So there might be people watching this that actually know, but last year, or each year, they do a big trip incentive, and last year it was for Jamaica, and all my lovely friends and family helped me so much in getting me to be able to achieve that trip of a lifetime. It was supposed to be 29th of January this year, but obviously because of everything that's going on, they've postponed it for a year. So it will be the end of January 2022. So I've got that still to look forward to. So incredible.
No, that's fantastic.
Really, really good.
No, that is amazing. And so, you know, what does the future now hold then? I mean, how do you see the future panning out for Ruby and Radiant on the high street? Where, you know, do you have plan? I mean, obviously it's hard to kind of make plans when the dates keep on changing and so on, but have you given any thought to what you'll do once you get back into the salon?
Actually, this is quite a good question, because all these plans that I'm about to tell you I actually had for last year. When I came back from New York, I was going to do A, B, C and D. I had all these ideas, and obviously COVID struck and made a mince of that. But yes, I do have plans for Ruby and Radiant. I do have big ideas for it. You know, maybe further down the line, moving into larger premises. Who knows at this stage? It's all obviously dependent on what happens with COVID, what happens with the restrictions being lifted, and I'm just really hoping that the rollout of this vaccine helps and we are on the road to brighter days and a little bit more freedom, or back to normality. And then, you know, it's hard to put plans in motion at the minute because you're finding it difficult to even see the next few months ahead, because you still think that, you know, it's dragging on, but within the next few months, and when we can see a clearer vision, then obviously I'll be able to start putting those plans back in.
No, exactly. Exactly. And, you know, let's say thank you very much for agreeing to sign up to be one of the businesses on the gift card. Earlier on that, you know, if they present a gift card at Ruby and Radiant, Angela is wonderful at what she does and she'll provide you with a fantastic treatment, or it could be that you want to get some products from her on the Tropic line. So again, that's something that you can order from Angela as well. But yeah, no, thank you for signing up for that.
That's okay. I think it's a fantastic idea, especially for local businesses as well. I think it's really, really good, and I'm glad to be part of it.
Yeah, just a nice.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. But, great. And I'll no doubt see you on the school one.
Probably. Thank you so much for having me, Sam.
Great. Thanks, Angela. Bye.
See you later. Bye.